I'm ready if you're ready.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Confessional Magazine, and I'm here with the very talented Arielle Perez, and she is a singer-songwriter, and I'm just so happy that you're here. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's so nice to meet you. And so where are you from, Arielle?
So I am actually from Caledon, Ontario, Canada.
That is so cool. I used to, and don't do this because I know you're still in school, but I grew up in New Jersey, and on the weekends, me and my best friend Kelly would get in my car and we would drive to Canada. And we would call my parents once we were across the border and just be like, we're here, sorry.
Wow.
What's the music life like in Canada?
So the music industry in Canada, I would say it's like not as big as the US. But you just got to get like your name out there and then like start showing the world your talent, and then I'm pretty sure that you'll get to the top.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Arielle, when was the first time that you performed in front of a live audience?
So I would say the first time I performed in front of a live audience was when I was 7 years old. I actually competed in a pageant called Little Miss Philippines Canada 2014. And my talent for that pageant was singing and playing the piano. And then I was actually so lucky that I won the title of Little Miss Philippines Canada 2014. And I won 6 major awards with that. And one of them was Best in Talent.
Oh my goodness. First of all, I didn't even know that's a thing. Second of all, it's amazing that that's a thing. Third of all, and first and foremost, hello, that's incredible that you won that.
Thank you.
What was that competition like? What was the process like?
I would say the process was since I was 7, I don't really remember it as much, but all I remember is that I was having fun because at the same time I was doing what I love, which is performing, but then at the same time I was making friends with the girls that I was competing against.
That is so cool. So I know it's 7 years later because you're 14 now, right?
Yes.
So 7 years later, have you kept in touch with any of those other girls?
Yeah, I've kept in touch with some of them, but since the time has passed, I've started to focus on my music, and sometimes you just gotta let go.
Yeah, absolutely, and just pave your own path, and you're
Yes.
doing it. I mean, here I am in Little Ohio, and I was like, I need to talk to her.
Thank you.
Of course. So, who would you say are your musical inspirations growing up? That you would just listen to with your family, or that you were like, music is bigger than just 3 notes on a keyboard. It's a world.
So I would say the inspirations that I had growing up were Alessia Cara, because Alessia Cara always spreads positivity in her messages,
Yes.
and she's also from Canada, specifically Brampton, where I'm close to, and it's so cool how she reached the top that quick. And also I look up to Alicia Keys because she starts her songwriting process on the piano, which is what I do, and I think that's really cool that we share the same songwriting process. And Shawn Mendes, because we actually since he released his documentary In Wonder, I've actually got so inspired by that, because his goal is to sell out the Rogers Center, and he did. So, and that's been my goal since I was so little.
Oh, I love this so much. I love it so much. So your songwriting process, that's what I was going to ask you about. So you're saying that you sit down on the piano at the piano and you do the music first, because it's so interesting to me, because every artist is so different with how this happens. Some people it's the words, and they're like,
Yeah.
okay, these words are important. They need to be heard. What's the sound behind them? But for you, it's almost to me, it almost seems like it's just part of you. Then the music is
Yes.
just a part of you because it's flowing, and then you worry about the words,
Yes.
That is so cool. So what is your process like?
So my process is so I sit down at the piano, and since I've took piano for almost 7 years of my life. I would say like my songwriting process starts off with the piano. I find like a melody that I really like, and then I continue to build on from that with the lyrics. So I choose my topic. So for example, if I want to write about a loss, like love and loss, or if I want to write about heartbreak, for example, then I start to build on from that. So I choose like some words in my vocabulary, and then I start building on with the lyrics.
That's amazing. And I just love it. So tell me about your new songs that are out, because this is big. I mean, I just feel like 2021 is just the year for artists, because we've had this past year to really hone in on, the craft and the work. So now's the time to just like spread it out and just reach so many people with your words and your music. And so tell me about what we can listen to.
So actually, I just released my EP, which is like a mini album. It's called 14, and it's available on all streaming platforms right now. So make sure you guys go download your copy. And basically, it's about all the things that I've learned in my 14 years of life. So like, for example, like love and loss and heartbreak. So like when push comes to shove, I'll always keep going no matter what.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I want to like reach out to like, who is it? Selena Gomez, or no, Demi Lovato, and just like, because she to me is like somebody that I can look at as an artist and be like, wow, she has just really overcome a lot of stuff. So I feel like you and her could, maybe jive sometime. So speaking of that, if you could pick any current or past artist to perform with alongside, who would you choose?
Wow, that's a good question. I think I would choose, like I said, like my favorite artists that that inspire me. So like I would either choose Alessia Cara, Alicia Keys, or Shawn Mendes, because they really inspire me so much to like continue to like reach for my goals. And like, like Alessia Cara, she always writes about positivity and everything. And I think that's like one of like the best things about a songwriter. So like, you write like your emotions and how you feel. And like, I think that's like really important right now because, teenagers nowadays, they have like low self-esteem and they don't believe in themselves. And I think that's like something that we really need to spread.
Yeah. So what is it like for you? I mean, I know things are different right now. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what school's like in Canada. Are you guys in person school right now, or are you from home?
Like before the break, before like the Christmas break, we were
Yeah.
in person, but then now we're at home because we just got into the second lockdown.
Okay. Yeah. I just, everything is changing all the time.
Yeah.
But what's it like, your day-to-day high school life, knowing that you also have this like really super awesome like secret superpower in your back pocket, which is your vocals and your music? And has that affected your school life, with people maybe starting to catch on to the fact that like, okay.
Well, actually, I'm not in high school yet. I am like about to like graduate to go to high school. So right now
I
I'm in.
am so bad at knowing like
It's
what
okay.
year
It's
goes
okay.
where.
It's okay. It's okay.
Middle
Like a lot
school.
of people, yeah, a lot of people like tend to mix up because I'm 14. So like normally 14-year-olds are in high school, but that's okay. So I would say like school, like my friends and my teachers especially, they're really supportive about like of my music, and like I really appreciate them so much because they like inspire me to keep going as well.
That's amazing, because so often, you hear of stories of like, as people get older, like they've had these, because they were so talented when they were younger, that the people around them just get ugly. And I'm sure it just stems from jealousy stuff going on. So it's so refreshing that like you have such like a nice like network. Man, the Canadians win again, I tell you.
Thank you.
So if you could perform on any stage, what's your like dream venue?
Like I said, Shawn Mendes, his dream was to sell out the Rogers Center, which is actually called the Scotiabank Arena now. It's in Toronto, and like its capacity is like 50,000 people. So I would say that's like my dream, to like sell out the Scotiabank Arena.
Nice. And that would be so fun, because then you know, you're from there. So it's like,
Yes.
hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And it's going to happen for you. It's going to happen for you.
Thank
You just see,
you.
you see it, and it's, you know, just stick with it, stick to your path. So what are your long-term goals? Because it can be, you know, a little scary as a younger person entering this industry where like everything is, you know, geared towards the adult side of life.
I would say like my goals like right now is to like probably have one of my songs on my EP, probably reach like the Billboard charts, like the Billboard Top 100. That would be like a dream come true for me because like, you know, right now like there's a lot of new artists coming, and you know, it would be like such like it would be like mesmerizing for me if I could be there.
Yeah, that is so cool. So what was it like the first time you like heard yourself, not like from, you know, your own playing? Has that moment happened for you yet?
Um, I would say like the first time like I heard myself was like actually I didn't really hear myself. I think it was my parents. Like my parents like found out like at a really young age that like I had a passion for music because also like my dad's side of the family is very like they're like musically inclined. So like I like got my music side from them and they taught me how to like sing, play the piano, dance and etc.
That is so cool. So has your family always lived in Canada? Because I know you won the, you know, Miss Filipino one. Have your family been there for a while?
So actually my parents, like both of my parents, they come from the Philippines. And then when they were younger, they traveled to Canada and they had me.
That's awesome. I love that. I just love the, you know, just hearing the family history and the journey that like everybody, because you everybody ends up exactly where they're supposed to be. So
Mhm.
there you are, and you're gonna end up at that center playing a sold out show.
Thank you.
All right, so let's talk about your songs that are coming out. So you have or the song, the EP, Find the Way, you have Without You, Warrior. I'm just naming a bunch of different songs that you have right
Oh.
now. So if you want to tell us the ones that are on your new EP.
So the songs that are on my EP, there's 5 original songs, which I wrote along with my producer and manager, Jan Jensen of Blue Purple Records. So the
Who's
first,
amazing.
yeah, she's very amazing. Yeah, so the first song is Beyond Your Tears. The second song is Without You. The third song is Broken Pieces. The fourth song is Find the Way. And the fifth song is 14.
So how long did it take you to write this EP and get it all put together?
I would say it took me like kind of a long time, but I already had 2 original songs out, which were Without You and Find the Way. So those took probably like around a month to like write and record. But for my EP, I think it took like around probably like 2 to 3 months.
Yeah. So how has like quarantine and like all of this lockdown stuff affected your artistry? Is it just more like nose to the paper, like writing during this time, or like what's been
Um,
going on?
I would say like, you know, it's like so different now because I'm literally like performing in front of a screen. So like
Yeah.
it's kind of bizarre because like, you
Yeah.
know, you don't have an audience cheering you on or anything. But I would say like, you know, it gives me a lot of time to like focus on like my music and like songwriting because before I had like so many events to go to and I had to focus on my performing skills. But
Mhm.
now I get to focus on my songwriting.
Cool. So where have you performed around your area?
So I have performed like in like the Toronto, like the greater Toronto area. I performed at a lot of Filipino events such as Taste in Manila and like, you know, now since it's online, I've performed for buy local concert of Star Power. You probably haven't heard of it, but it's like about supporting local businesses, like small businesses,
Oh, I
and like
love that.
yeah, raising money for them. And like I've performed like since it was just the holidays, I performed for a lot of like Christmas events, like the Girl Pow-R, which is my band, the Girl Pow-R Jingle Ball, and I performed for this Filipino event called Paskong Pinoy. So it's basically like a Filipino Christmas. Yeah.
Oh, that is so fun. I love this. So is there a big Filipino community in Toronto?
Yeah, I would say, yeah, there is, because the last, like, one of the last live events that I performed at was, it was called the Filipino Street Eat, and it was like social distancing and everything. Everyone was
Yeah.
wearing masks and everything. But yeah, that was like a really fun event because I got to see like all the like the Filipino community come together again.
That is so cool. That is so nice. I love that. I love it.
Thank you.
uh, let me think. I like forgot my question because I'm just happy for you.
Thank you.
Uh, so, what if you could say like your dreams beyond performing at the sold out arena? What would your like 5-year plan be? That like in 5 years I'll check back in with you and we'll see if these have come true.
So I'm hoping like, those dreams would come true, like having like a sold out concert and everything. Yeah, I think that, like in 5 years from now, I will be continuing to like release more songs and hopefully more EPs or albums. Sorry, like these ones. And, it would just be like something that I love to do, which is like my passion, and I'll just keep going.
Yeah. Yeah. So with all of your live performances in town, you mentioned Girl Pow-R.
Yes.
So tell me about that.
So Girl Pow-R, I'm a member of Girl Pow-R, and they are an all-girl pop rock group, ages 12 to 18, and we sing, we dance, we play instruments, and we also have social causes in the group, such as mine, which is like Heart and Stroke Foundation. So like we like to support others, and we like to spread positivity all around Canada and eventually the world.
This is amazing.
Thank
Look
you.
at you. I didn't honestly, like, I didn't even know that. And like, that
Thank
is
you.
so cool. So when did Girl Pow-R get started?
So Girl Pow-R got started in 2017 on Women's Independence Day. And like from there, we just been like performing together and like spending so much time together on writing new songs and releasing new songs for all of our viewers and everything. And like recently, last year, we got nominated for the Juno Awards.
That is just incredible. That
Thank
is
you.
incredible. I mean, you're 14
Mhm.
and all of this like magic is happening for you. And it's nice that it's happening to a good person too, because
Thank
you're
you.
the part of you, you're giving back to things that are important to you.
Yeah.
And so you said that yours is the Heart and Stroke Foundation.
Yes.
That's really special to
Thank
me.
you.
Separately from like all of this, that's very nice. So thank you from like my family and stuff. So have you been on any local radio shows or anything yet?
For like, I've been on like local radio shows for the Filipino community, such as Pinoy Vibes Toronto. These are all based in like Toronto. Wish USA, I don't know if you heard of them. Wish 107.5. They have like a bus based in the US, so like Los Angeles, and then they invite other artists to like sing there, such as like Dua Lipa, for example. She went there before, and I was just like so like happy to have that opportunity because since it's COVID time, we can't actually go to LA to sing there, but they have guested me online.
That is amazing. That is just like such an incredible thing, an incredible opportunity for you. I mean, what are your nerves like before those kind of performances?
So I would say like my nerves, sometimes I tend to get like so nervous. So then my mom, like she helps me calm down, she like lets me know that, oh, I can do this. It's all gonna be okay.
Yeah. Is there a song that you listen to before performances?
So I would say the song I listen to before performances, well, obviously now since my EP has been released, I think I like connect with those songs the most since like, I wrote it from my perspective. So yeah, I would say I listen to one of my songs in my EP. So like sometimes I would listen to Find the Way, for example, because some lyrics in Find the Way like really relate to me. So like some lyrics are like, just be strong and stay calm. It's all gonna be okay. So those like lyrics like really relate to me because I need to tell myself, be strong, stay calm, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, I mean, middle school is hard.
Yes.
And you're doing it so beautifully. And I'm just so happy for every positive thing that is headed in your direction.
Thank you.
And do you have anything coming up that you want to tell us about?
I would say I'm hoping that like more music will be released, such as like my EP and everything. But yeah, I have so much more music coming out, so make sure you guys stay tuned. You guys can follow me on my Instagram at Arielle Perez Official or follow me on my Facebook at Arielle Perez.
Thank you so much. And like I, say in our slogan, there's always more to the story.
Mhm.
And I'm just so happy to get to hear this background on you and meet
Thank
you.
you.
And I wish you all the best of luck. And
Thank you so much.
it was so great to talk to you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Thank
Have
you.
a good night.
You're the brightest thing that I've ever seen.